notice that Rania said, how do you earmark time for? And that's precisely what I want to develop a bit further. Because if you're able to do something, one of the things I'll do once a week is I'll have what's called a focus hour. And the focus hours is one where I make sure that I get a whole bunch of things that I've been procrastinating done. That's one technique. Another technique is frankly to start early. For leaders, you typically will work longer hours. I found over the years, I got so much more done between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. than the entire remainder of the day. Because that gave me focus time in order to deal with large projects, right? And important projects, not large ones in terms of time, but in terms of importance. And by having completely uninterrupted time, no one's buzzing around, no millions of emails or texts or WhatsApp or any of the other distractions, no social media. Okay, I'm able to move mountains in terms of the important tasks. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll say, okay, you know what? Let me time box the urgent things. Okay, so when I've got a particular down intellectual time where I just feel that I can't be working on anything deep, but I just need to swat away these urgent things. I'll say, okay, I have 1 hour, and I'm just going to move over the side here. And I'm going to get a whole bunch of these urgent things done. I'm just going to clear everything out. I use a very interesting mechanical device. This over here is an egg timer. And what I'll do is I'll put that egg timer on. And don't get me wrong, I've got one of these phones over here that's got a timer just fine. But I find hearing the tick, 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 tick and seeing this thing and trying to get how many of these urgent things done out of the way real fast. Okay, that tends to reduce my stress. I don't think that's the best practice, frankly, in the sense of I really should not have a lot of these urgent things coming up to sort of my level, if you will. But when it comes to this is a technique that I particularly use. I also think the idea of doing some of these things in a group is very helpful. So, we're exploring the idea of offering a 1 hour focus hour for our coaching clients and friends, where literally we get together for 1 hour, and at the very beginning everyone goes around the loop and says, okay, this is what we're going to do for this particular hour, and then we go on mute, okay, and everybody's pounding away or whatever it is that they said, and then at the end of the hour, here we go, it's done, okay, and we go around saying this is what we accomplished and everything, maybe a few minutes of chit chat, and so people sometimes have questions. So that's another particular way. I think the idea of spending more time on urgent, the question I would ask every time you've got this urgent thing, ask yourself, is this something very specifically that should be coming to my desk or my email? Should it have really gone to somebody else? And you're probably going to say, okay, so this yes, this no. Okay, but I would say, why did it come to mind? Who did I train as a leader that these things should be coming to me? Is there anybody that really should be doing it instead? And look at the reasons and fix the reasons why. Okay, that's actually happening. I think that that'll make a huge difference. Some urgent things, it's because you're the leader. They're coming to you and they need an immediate decision. Well, fine, take that. Okay, that's not a problem. But when it's systemic, I think that's a bit of a problem.